Chris, how many blisters have you had?
This is the first one. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, what were all those other pictures I took?
Maybe it's number 4.
Maybe?
For sure. Yeah, 4. 2 each. 2 per foot. Not bad, really. Well, yeah, 2. We'll say 2 per foot.
All right, baby feet.
I can't deny it. What am I going to say? Morning, guys. Got a little bit of a late start today, like I kind of knew we were gonna. Left the house at about 8:30 this morning after putting the kids on the school bus. It's about 10 to 9 now, about another 10 minutes to Jay's house. Pick him up and we will be on the highway. From there we got about 2 hours, give or take, to get to the trailhead, and then a 20k hike get to our site tonight. So anyway, guys, we'll check in with you in a bit. See you soon. Okay, guys, here we are at the trailhead, Epinette Creek Trail system in Spruce Woods Provincial Park. Hopefully the camera's picking this up and not all wind, but we are here and we will be doing the Spruce, Juniper, Tamarack and Newfoundland loop in the next 2 days, 2 nights. So we will probably start out obviously doing the Spruce, going up to cabin number 2 there, having lunch, because it's already, what time are we out there, Jay?
11:30.
11:30, so a little bit of a late start today. Go up to number 2 for lunch, hike Tamarack, and then we will do the south half of the Newfoundland loop to Jackfish Lake, cabin number 4, and that's where we'll be staying tonight. You can see here they got a cabin here already. Firewood, nice little cabin, parking area. And this is where we're at. It's about 8 degrees. We got a pretty strong wind. It's pretty cool out here, but it's gonna be good. What do you think?
Ready to go.
Awesome, let's do it. Alright, so here we are at the first campsite. We were originally planning on having lunch here, but this is a little early in. We're only about half hour in. Not too impressed with the wood pile. More like bark shavings. A little bit of wood here. That's no problem. Outhouse. Kind of nice, I guess. Picnic tables, big fire pit. A well. Somewhere to tie your horses.
Chris.
Yo. And yeah, that's about it. Kind of glad I went with a tent. Not a lot of real quality hammock hang sites here, so yeah, I think that'll work out well for me. Give you guys a quick peek inside the haunted cabin here. Built in 1978 to be shared equally by all skiers and hikers. With careful use, its lifespan should be 50 years. Which it's halfway there. Now you're not supposed to use these in the summer due to mice infestations, aka hantavirus. But there you have it. Nice big wood stove. They leave you an axe, some paper. Not bad. We started right here, and we are at cabin 1. We are now at cabin 2. So that is the spruce loop. And when we leave here, we will be starting the juniper. So, according to this, we'll have about 2.2 kilometers till the end of that loop, where I don't believe there's a camp, and then about 10.5 kilometers to camp number 3. That's where we'll be spending tomorrow night, but we'll continue on all the way to Jackfish Lake Cabin. Today is the plan. And it is 12 o'clock. Got about 9 hours till sunset. Lots of time yet. And here we have what I believe is the Epinette Creek, the namesake of this trail system. I'm not sure how many times we'll end up crossing this, but this is a pretty easy cross. Flowing pretty good. We had a lot of rain yesterday. But, so that's that. Pretty shallow creek, but it's really moving. Nope. Gorgeous. Gnarly little oak. Got a little bit of a overlook here. Just working our way up a little bit of a hill. It's been gradual for the last little ways. And some nice mixed forest down in the valley there. The creek is somewhere down there too, I believe. Nice view, nice breeze up here, nice and cool, sunny. It's probably up to almost 15 degrees. You can see I'm just down to my t-shirt now. And with the breeze, it's perfect. What do you think? Nice. Perfect day for hiking. We just came up on this little crest here. As you can see, there's a bench which I'm standing on. But beautiful view of the creek here. Epinette Creek again, I believe. Just gorgeous. The greens, the blues, the browns. So far, we were just discussing this. We are very impressed with this trail. Not at all what I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be a lot flatter and a lot more just open grasslands, but this is really pretty.
Beautiful trail.
Yeah.
Pretty easy walking, some hills, but nothing to worry about.
What have we done so far? Probably 5 or 6K, I guess.
About that.
About
Probably
that.
Closer to 6, yeah.
And in 2 hours, it's 1:30 exactly. We had to make one quick little pit stop for some preventative foot maintenance for myself. I was feeling a little bit of a hot spot on one toe, but we got that rectified now. What do we got there for lunch? Oh, moon cheese.
Moon cheese. We'll find
Did it fall from the sky?
local Sobeys.
Is it dry or
It's dry. Try one.
Actually quite tasty.
very dry? Kind of almost tastes like a crunchy Cheeto,
Right,
but like better.
cheese.
Yeah. It's good. Anyway, Camp 3. This one's actually pretty nice. Got a big open area up on top of the hill here, of course, with the picnic table, fire pit. Here's the well. And then down here we have the cabin with another fire pit, a couple picnic tables, so you could get 2 good-sized groups here, it looks like, at least. I haven't been down here yet at all. We just rolled in and dropped the packs and whipped out some moon cheese. Oh, it's a little spicy too. So a little bit better variety of firewood here. Again, for tying up the horses, because this is an equine trail as well. So, Camp 4, which is where we're headed today, the Newfoundland Loop. So of course the whole loop is 25.5 kilometers. We will be taking the southern loop, half of the loop today, to get to Camp 4. So from here we got another just over 12 kilometers. We did the last, I can't remember if it's 7 or 8. It's 2 o'clock, so in 2.5 hours. So we're doing pretty good for time. Prevent forest fires. Another really nice looking cabin, but again, these are more for the winter months when you can cross-country ski these trails. Ah, this one's actually older. Built in 77. Look at that. You can even recycle in the middle of the bush and do your business in style. Let's take a quick peek in here. Pretty much the same as the other one. Loft up there for sleeping. Cool. Not the worst looking water I've ever drank, but it could probably stand for a little filtering. So let's see what it looks after Mr. Sawyer. That looks a little better. Before, after. Let's see your chemicals do that. Alrighty fellas, so for lunch today, just a little good old Lipton chicken noodle soup with a little turkey jerky thrown in there for a little extra protein. Delicious. And I'll give you guys a quick update on where we are on the trail here. So, started here, cabin 1, parking lot was just off of it here. Did the Spruce Loop, or the north half of the Spruce Loop, to cabin 2. Cabin 2, we took the south loop here to this junction, and then the south loop of Tamarack to cabin 3, and this is where we are now. So we're having lunch here, and after here we will take this trail to the Newfoundland Loop, and then we will take the south side of the Newfoundland Loop down and around to Jackfish Lake, cabin 4. That's where we'll be camping tonight. It is about 20 to 3, so I'm going to power this down and then we're going to get boogieing. Sunset's not till after 9 o'clock, so we still got quite a bit of time, but the sooner we can get there, the better. See you guys in a bit. Camp 4. Newfoundland Ravine and Trail. Camp 4 cabin. Built in 1980. Newest one. Big site. Firewood. Garbage and recycling. Water pump over there. Well. Picnic tables. Fire pit. Here as well. Crapper. So, how was that?
Well, this is how,
No lying.
This is how it was. I've been here 3 minutes and we're going with 800 milligrams of Advil.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing as soon as the camera's off. Not gonna lie.
I didn't think I'd make it. Honestly didn't, but I'm glad we did.
Yeah, I really didn't think you were gonna make it either. A little coaching, a little motivation by me. Okay, Jay, what's on the menu tonight?
We've got the Moroccan beef couscous,
Sounds delicious.
a little homemade. So fingers crossed. How about yourself?
Kind of went cautious, a little dehydrated chili. I have done before, so I know it's going to be delicious. It's just going to take a little time to rehydrate all that meat, but that's okay.
Nice.
I got some snacks to tide me over.
This is experiment number 2 for freezer bag cooking.
Oh, and how'd the first one go?
Last night at home it went surprisingly well.
Oh, cool.
Although this is some beef TVP and some dehydrated squash and peas, so we'll have to see.
That is one cool tree. It's taking a licking, that's for sure. But I think Jay took off down this way, and I think this should be the path to the lake, Jackfish Lake. The whole reason we did this trek. Is it worth the trek?
No.
You mean 20 kilometers is wasted?
It is basically a slough that you can't really get to.
Oh, awesome. That tree, though, was worth it.
Yeah.
Do you see that big tree there?
Where?
If you turn around right in front of you.
Wow.
That thing's huge. That is now the new purpose of the trip. Oh yeah. Wow. Awesome. I would call that some beaver flooding. Unless it's always like that. And I guess that would be Jackfish Lake. I knew it was basically an oxbow lake. The Assiniboine River runs not too far from here, and at one point this was obviously a bend in the river. And of course over time it sealed itself off and became a lake, such as it is. And that's not really why we came here though. This camp just happens to be near the only lake, if you can call it that, on this route. The rest of it is the Epinette Creek, which we saw a few times today, especially earlier in the day before lunch, and then the Assiniboine River, but I don't think we ever actually get close enough that we get a view of it. This tree's been down for a long time. Cool stuff. Very cool. Mr. Beaver at work a long, long time ago. So as I said when we first got to camp, we definitely weren't as tough as we thought we were ahead of time. 20K in the day. We're okay now. We feel pretty good actually already. We've been at camp for about an hour, a little over an hour. and everything's kind of loosened up. Packs are off, obviously, starting to feel good again, especially got a few snacks in the tummy, and supper's cooking. But 20K, and it was all up and down. Not big hills, but constant up and down, up and down. And it was tiring, I'm not gonna lie. Like I said, my pack wasn't real heavy, it was under 30 pounds. But I can feel it in my shoulders. I got one really good blister on my right foot. After my last video there, took a good look at that foot. I just got a blister between my big toe and the next one, on the next one. Hasn't popped yet, so actually right now it doesn't even hurt. I'll probably drain it later, and I got some blister band-aids for that, but we'll see. But we probably bit off a little more than we could chew. I can't even say that because we did it and we don't feel too bad, but probably 12, even 15K would have been a good start, a good first day, considering both of us haven't trekked this far in, man, 15 years probably. But hey, we did it. We're happy. We're happy we're here. Tomorrow will be a much easier day. We're going back to the camp where we had lunch today, so it's only 12K or so tomorrow, and we got all day to do it. So we'll take our time, have a good breakfast, I'm sure, take a long lunch break, and then get there early afternoon still. So looking forward to that, and I'm really looking forward to getting some supper in me. There's another really big tree. Wow, that's been there a while. It's about 10 after 8 and supper time. Tonight it's rehydrated pork chili, and I cut up some cheese string to throw in there, and we got some salsa verde to put in there as well, borrowed from Taco Bell, while Jay is still waiting for his to fully rehydrate and cook. I'm not waiting because I'm like that. Couscous is excellent.
The couscous is excellent, and this freezer bag cooking on the trail, I'm not going back.
No cleaning.
No more washing pots on the trail.
I can see the appeal in that. Oh.
Very delicious. The only thing
Good
is
stuff.
you gotta make sure all your meals are just rehydratable.
Yeah. Yeah. Which we've kind of been doing anyway.
True.
Open fires prohibited. Yeah, no problem. Our mascot. You stay out of our food. In my tent. Man, that's small. Morning, guys. It's I don't have my watch on. Probably about 9 o'clock. We finally crawled out of bed at about 8 or so. Didn't do a whole lot of filming last night, as you can tell, because mainly we were just beat and tired. Didn't feel like it too much. Turned in pretty early last night, by 10 o'clock. We had supper, had some hot apple cider with scotch. If you guys haven't tried that, you really need to. That's pretty good at the end of the day. Got up this morning, beautiful day, a little bit of cloud cover, but not raining, which is nice. It got down to, in the tent last night, just below 0. We got out this morning, the water bottles were kind of slushy. But it's warming up. It's 5 degrees or so already, and we're contemplating how are we gonna, do the old backcountry shower sort of thing. We got the well over here, but of course, being well water, that's freezing, and when it's only 5 degrees, it didn't sound too fun. So we're kind of seeing who was gonna try it first, and then Jay here came up with the most ingenious thing ever. Tell us what you did.
Okay, so we took freezer bag cooking to the next level. It's freezer bag cleaning. So you fill a freezer bag with hot water, and you just cut a little tiny slit, and you got a hot stream of water. You take your Sea to Summit pocket soap, lather up with a towel tab, lather that up, wash your face, rinse it off with some nice hot water, and you actually feel like $1,000,000, and you're not freezing cold.
And I can attest to that. Obviously, that was not filmed as it happened, as that's a whole other brand
don't wanna
of
scare
filmmaking.
anybody.
Yeah, not for children, but fantastic. And man, it makes you feel like $1,000,000 after a day out in the bush. And when I say a day out in the bush, this is backcountry, although it's hard to tell. They give you firewood, you can recycle, you got well water, an outhouse that has TP in it. Kind of living large here. Hiking 20K, there is literally nothing around here for probably at least 30K, like nothing. And then there's this in the middle of nowhere. You could, it is so easy to camp here. There's no trudging looking for water source, no filtering super sedimenty water. There's a little bit in there, but it ain't bad at all. You don't have to find a log in the woods. You're not pulling out deadfall. Huge fire pit with a grate for cooking. Awesome. Just awesome. And for breakfast today, I got my Alpine Air peasant egg mix with sausage, rehydrating. And of course, me like an idiot, I didn't realize that after you do that, you got to recook this stuff like scrambled eggs. So I'll be attempting that in my pot, I guess. I'll let you know how it goes.
Did you let your followers know about the permethrin test?
Oh, yeah. So, being that this is tick season here, and apparently this year they're particularly bad, we were a little worried about that, so we both ordered permethrins to treat our clothes, either the Sawyer or Coghlan's brand. I actually haven't found any on me yet, or on my clothes. But Jay, how many have you found now? 3, 4?
5, I think.
Or maybe 5? All tucked in sort of in the laces of his shoes and dead.
And the sock.
Oh, and the sock. And dead. Like they must have crawled on him, hit the permethrins, and died.
They didn't get very far.
So, big thumbs up to that. Peasant eggs and sausage. I think there's cheese in there. I threw a little salsa. It's pretty good. Actually, it's really good. The only issue is you have to cook it twice. But I would probably do it again because it's tasty. It's nice having something hot and eggy in the morning. There's Jay, his breakfast of Scotch and Robaxacet. Breakfast of champions. Or,
It's going to help me.
as the case may be, maybe not so much champions, and that's why we need it. Okay, about 20 after 11. Kind of took our time this morning, mainly me actually. Jay was probably ready to go, what, 90 minutes ago or so?
Yeah.
Pretty easily. That's being,
We got a short day today.
yeah. So back to Camp 3, which is where we had lunch yesterday, which is how far from here?
Well, that depends. It's either
That's true. We have 2 route
12
options.
or 13.
Yeah, 12 or 13. Plus, yesterday we came into this camp down this, they call it an unmaintained trail down to camp, which from the divide, or I guess
Fork in the road.
fork in the road, that's the word I'm looking for, was 300 meters out to camp. If you took the main trail, the maintained one, which looped around, I don't know, maybe some of the sloughing was a gradual slope down, is 1.2K. And at the end of the day yesterday, we said, screw it. We are taking the shortest route possible, and it was a steep downhill, but it was downhill, so we did that. Today we're going to go out here, which is the other route in, which is, so it'll be a gradual 1.2K up the hill to the fork, and then from there we have 2 options to get back to Camp 3. The one we did yesterday, the south side of the loop is, what, just over 10K?
11K.
11K.
And the north loop is 12.2K.
So once we get up to the top of this hill here, we'll decide how we're gonna do this, and
See how the climb goes.
we'll see how the climb goes and then decide. We'll see you guys in a bit. Okay guys, real-time decision making here. We just came up the 1.2k gradual hill, even though they call it the steep hill. It wasn't near as steep as the 300 meter downhill we did yesterday to shave some mileage and get to camp faster. Still got me huffing and puffing a little bit though. Here's our fork. Our north route, 12.8k back to Camp 3. South route, which is the way we came yesterday, 11.7. So really, only a kilometer difference. What do you think? How you feeling?
Reluctantly, I'm thinking we take the 12.8 because we haven't seen that trail.
I am in agreement.
And
I'm feeling
and we might see something really nice. So
yeah, I'm feeling a little overconfident right now. Like I was at about 11 a.m. yesterday before we hit the trail, so why not do it again? We lived.
Yeah, we did 20k and we both woke up alive.
Yeah, a little stiff, but not bad. Pretty good sleep last night. Other than I don't know, I kept hearing this zipper, zip, unzip, zip, unzip, and then it sounded like it was raining, but my tent was dry in the morning. And then coyotes. What, 3-4 times they went off the coyotes last night?
Second time they were a lot closer to camp.
Yeah, they were pretty close. Okay, 12.8k it is, because we haven't been that way.
Yep.
Let's do it.
So day 2's done. 5 o'clock basically on the button at Camp 3. We've been here probably, what, 2 hours though almost?
Yeah.
Give or take. How long did we say it took us today? 3.5 hours for the 13-ish K or so it was overall. Camp 3 is where we had lunch yesterday. Got in, there's a little group, 4 hikers, just day hikers. They hiked in here and they're hiking back out to their vehicle today. Got a trail runner pass us that, my God, she ran the entire loop, 40k it sounds like, I think, today on her own. And then another group of, what, 5 or 6 guys came in, just day hikers again,
Yep.
to here, and they're going back out to their cars again. So far it seems like we're the only ones that'll be utilizing this camp for night, which is kind of nice, I guess. And then tomorrow we got just a really short little, about 5 or 6k back to the car, which will be nice, because my feet are starting to feel it. Right foot today, awesome. All my issues are taken care of yesterday. Today the left foot went out on me. Got a few blisters on there, nothing critical, but rather annoying. Had some lunch when we got in, or I did. I had some Lipton sidekicks. What was it? Thai chili
or something like that?
Thai sweet chili sidekick. Pretty delicious. She's had some coffee. We're just relaxing. Like I said, we've been here about 2 hours. We haven't set anything up yet. We're still kind of deciding where we're gonna pitch for the night. Split some firewood. That's about it. Filtered some water. Anything else? You lay down for a bit.
Yeah, you worked on your foot.
Yeah, I did a little foot therapy there. Yeah. Call me Dr. Scholl.
New nickname is Urban Baby Feet Suburban.
Hopefully that doesn't stick. But other than that, it's been awesome. Some great scenery. The hike's been, I mean, not our conditions withstanding. It's been a pretty easy walk. Lots of rolling hills, lots of up and down, but nothing crazy. No bugs to speak of. A few ticks that were dead. But not a single mosquito. It did get down to definitely below freezing last night. Water bottles were all slushed up this morning. The tent, there was a little condensation in mine, but more so on the inside of the fly. Inside the tent itself was still dry, so that was really nice. What about yours? You said yours was pretty good.
Yeah, a little bit of moisture, but not much of that.
At one point I checked the thermometer in the tent overnight, and it looked like it was hovering around 0, maybe -1 in the tent, and I was fine. The nose was cold, but everything under the blanket was good. Uninsulated sleeping mat, but just with that little piece of Reflectex under my core, worked good. You have an insulated mat.
Yeah.
So, and an awesome bag, or blanket, I guess.
Blanket, yeah. Testing out some new gear, new insulated pad, new bag, new tent.
Sweet.
None of it, well, some of it the wife knows about.
That's always the way. All right, well, we'll talk to you guys in a little bit. Hey guys, after supper, it's just after 8 p.m. and we noticed where we're set up, kind of right on the edge of the ravine for the creek. Couldn't see the creek from where we are through the trees, but we could hear it. And there happened to be a path coming down right by where we got our tent set up. Really steep, really sandy. No one else had gone down there today, but I figured, check it out. And here we are. Again, Epinette Creek. And what we could hear obviously is the water rushing under and around that down tree there. We thought maybe there was a little set of rapids here or something, but it's just the tree. Well, it's just after 11 o'clock. Jay just packed her in for the night. I'm just waiting for the fire to burn down here a little bit more. Basically out before I pack her in. It was a great day, real relaxing hike. Only about 12-13 k today, which was nice compared to the 20 yesterday. Especially today was a lot flatter. We took obviously the north half of the loop today rather than the south to return, and there were still rolling hills, but it was a lot more, they were smaller, I guess. It was more level, very easy walk. Got into camp early afternoon, had a late lunch, a little siesta in the sun. Only set up our tents probably about 7 o'clock or so. Had a nice supper. It's been a great day, real relaxing. It's a lot warmer tonight. Right now it's probably maybe even close to 10 degrees still, between 8 and 10 degrees above zero. It's going to stay above freezing tonight, which will be really nice, although it was kind of nice it going down below freezing last night just to see what the new tent would do in sub-zero temperatures. I mean, barely sub-zero, but still with condensation and whatnot, and it was good. Tonight it should be even better. I expect to have a really good sleep. Put on about a little over 30 k the last 2 days. And a little bit of whiskey before bed, and it's going to be a good night's sleep. So we'll see you guys in the morning. Morning, day 3, Sunday morning, just after 8:30 in the morning. We've been up for probably 45 minutes or so. And realize we haven't shown our tents or anything yet, so this is Jay's fantastic new purchases here, so I'll hand it over to you.
Okay, so I bought the Sierra Designs Tensegrity 2 tent, which is not a standalone. You got to use your trekking poles, and this thing is awesome. So much room, super light to carry. It's awesome. And then I also bought the Sierra Designs comforter, an 800 fill down, which is super light, super comfortable. Never use a mummy bag again in my life. And then underneath is the Climat static light insulated mat, which kept me super warm. And I've got some Reflectex underneath just for precaution to keep warm, and super comfortable sleep system.
Very cool. So pretty much new pad, new blanket, new tent,
new poles,
everything. Yeah, because this tent, if you want to call it that, uses your trekking poles is
Yeah. It's 2 pounds, 10 ounces
2 pounds 10 ounces for a 2-man.
for a 2-man tent.
Wow. And what's the retail on that?
I'm not sure.
Don't worry, your wife's not going to see this.
I pay, it was about 500 Canadian.
Not bad
Not bad.
for the size to weight ratio.
Yeah.
And you know what? It's not coming to me, but one of our fellow campers had a perfect word for it last night. What was it again?
She described it as cute.
Yeah, that's the word.
Yeah, which
Very cute.
Which, kind of a shock to the manhood, but
But I loved it. And here mine, this is the North Face Stormbreak 1. Clearly a one-man tent, as you can see. Especially at the foot end here, it really tapers down to, I think, 26 inches or so. Just enough room for your feet. But it was definitely enough for me. And inside here I got my Thermarest Regulus 40-degree blanket, which worked even 2 nights ago when it got down below 0. Last night probably got down to about 5 degrees, so it was no problem. My Climate Static V bag, Coughlin's Mountain Equipment Co-op camp pillow, and as you can see in here, the floor, this is just barely wider than my sleeping pad, but kept me warm and dry. That's all I can ask for, and it's nice and light. That be one smash tart. Didn't quite survive the 3 days. The one yesterday was in a lot better shape. We just broke camp, day 3, Sunday, last day. Just after 10:30 in the morning. We got up just before 8. Usually breakfast, a little warm water sponge bath, a little foot maintenance, and we're on the short hike back to the truck. We only got about, how many km to the next campsite?
I think it's like 6.5, maybe.
6.5 to the next site.
Oh, to the next site?
Yeah.
5,
and then another 1 or 2 back to the truck.
Yeah.
Easiest day. And gorgeous. Blue skies, green trees, white flowers, nice breeze. Probably, what, high teens, you think?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Summer, mid to high teens. Just gorgeous. And a lot of hikers this morning.
No kidding.
2 or 3 groups. Must have
6 from Camp 4 came here.
Yeah.
There was a group of 2, and then there was probably a group of 12.
Yeah.
So there's probably 20 people at that camp right now.
Yeah. A little crowded. It's time to leave.
A little hidden gem though.
Yeah, it is. And obviously popular. I'm surprised we've never heard of it before.
Yeah.
But for good reason. All your amenities at all the camps. Nice scenery.
Perfect setup.
Not a difficult walk.
Nope. It's a long walk.
Yeah. It's good. Really good. We are only probably about a kilometer from the truck now. Ironman Jay there decided we weren't going to stop at cabin 2.
Nope.
A little break.
Power through.
Yeah, powering through. And he mentioned something about a big greasy burger and fries. And
and I quickly was swayed to that line of thinking. So as you can see again, whole nother landscape terrain here, rather open prairie like, and then going into a little bit of, I think that's aspen, some spruce in there, birch. Pretty cool. Really cool hike overall.
Yeah, it was a good time.
Yeah, enjoyed yourself?
Creek Trail, little gem. Definitely do it again.
Yeah, I think we have to. A few minor gear adjustments maybe.
Yeah.
For me, the biggest will be footwear.
Yeah.
Everything else I can live with.
Silky kids.
Yeah. Definitely worth it anyway. Woohoo! Victory! There it is. And looks like my truck's still there. That's the best part.